To wish upon a star, to gaze up into the vastness of the darkened sky and see the miraculous twinkle that each star shares. When one wishes upon a star, one is truly communicating with the heavens, if you will, communicating outward from within, one's desires from within, reaching upward towards the light that is shining. To wish upon a star, to wish upon many stars, to gaze into the wisdom of the moon, to stand before the light, to look into the expansion of the sky. What glorious connection. What glorious connection when one can settle their mind and settle their heart to be able to look up even for a moment in time, to notice the magnificence, the beauty that surrounds one. In the oneness, in the wholeness, sharing higher consciousness. The topic today is finding a space from within and understanding that one is a piece and a part of the whole. We have shared that underneath layers of human experience is a love so grand, a love so pure. It is light. We have also shared that the light of the universe is one with one's light, and one's light inner being is truly part and piece of the whole universe. We have shared like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle, all coming together in perfection to make the grandest portrait. For each piece belongs. You belong. So many are walking around thinking that they do not belong. And they may feel that they do not belong in their present surroundings. One's looking up to the heavens, if you will, looking up to the vastness of the sky and asking for guidance, asking for a grander connection. Show me the way. Show me. And truly what one is asking and what one is offering in the connection is show me how to feel the light that I am. Show me how to create a miracle. Show me how to wish upon a star and have it come true. Now ones may say, wish upon a star, what a whole bunch of BS. I've wished all my life and I'm still standing in the same place I'm standing in. Wish upon a star, what a lot of BS. And what we are sharing is that when one is in the understanding that one is of grand purpose, there are no mistakes in the universe. Think about it. Ones, when they go on search for the greatest part of who they are, one will naturally gravitate to the oneness, to the wholeness, to higher consciousness. And what is higher consciousness? In a nutshell, wanting to find the place where one feels so much love, they intuitively, instinctively understand it is who one truly is. The question presented: where were you before entering this realm? Where were you before you arrived on Mother Earth, if you will? Question to ponder. And the next question: where will one be when one makes the transition, we can say, from physical to non-physical? Most would agree that when ones depart the earth, if you will, depart the realm, most would agree that one becomes light. Most would agree that they expand into light. Most would agree that they become one with the universe. Now, if ones would agree that when ones make a transition and one becomes the light of the universe, the light of the twinkling stars, the light of the wisdom of the moon, the light in the sun's rays, then would it hold true, if you will, that when before one arrived into physical form, one was loving light? Now, we are not using this as a catchphrase, love and light, loving light. We are speaking on the most profound depth of who one is. Where were you before physical form? Who were you before physical form? Most would agree that somewhere one is light. Most would agree that they would feel that when loved ones departed, they go to a place so grand it is light. Most would agree, not all, of course. So if it holds true, let us just say that one is dancing among the creation of creation, that one is playfully being one with Mother Earth, one with the universe, one with the galaxy, one with the planets. And if it is, say, a choice to come into physical form, ones would tend to agree that one is brilliant light. And then, in physical form, life happens, experience happens, conditioning happens. For where is one born? Which part of the world is a soul born? Would create a very different pathway between souls. One on one side of the planet, another on the other side. Different worlds, same world. So one enters, and then the conditioning begins. The environment creates the conditioning. The ones around, raising the infant, if you will, creates the conditioning, creates the experience. And then one travel through their lifetime, all experiencing their surroundings. Now we started the conversation, wish upon a star. Wish upon a star. One often will wish or ask or pray, if you will. Ones will look up to the vastness and ask for guidance, ask for assistance, ask for the miracle, ask for forgiveness. Ones tend to communicate into the vastness without truly thinking about the connection. Ones feel strongly connected. There are times through the experience where it feels disconnected. Why am I here? Why am I here? I suffer all the time. And we want to share that when one can truly see their own brilliance under the experience, under the conditioning, one would bring forth the greatest part of oneself. One would bring forth one's light. And again, we don't use the word as a catchphrase, oh, love and light. Ones will say it and then cut off someone on the freeway, turn their nose up or down at a stranger. Ones will make others feel less than they are, all in the name of their loving light. And if ones understood that in this light, compassion and kindness and joy and peace reside, it is where the most compassion is felt. It is where the most kindness is felt. It is where the most love is felt. How compassionate have you been? How kind have you been this day? And we're not just speaking about others. We are speaking about kindness and compassion towards oneself. We are speaking about kindness and compassion towards Mother Earth. We are speaking about kindness and compassion to all beings that share Mother Earth. When you stand to look up, if you would, to look outward beyond the expansion in the vastness, and if you truly took the time to, we want to say, appreciate the vastness, meaning there is no start, there is no end. The vastness is eternal. And if you are part and piece of the whole of the universe, would it then not hold true that you are eternal and vast and expansive and creative? Would it not hold true that you are as brilliant as the light that shines upon Mother Earth? Think about it. We are wanting to share for ones to ponder. We are wanting to create a space for ones to go on their greatest search of their authentic self. And who is one's authentic self? beauty, magnificence, creation, a miracle. Ones don't see themselves as miracles. Many can't hold themselves in any kind of light. Many hold themselves in darkness, created by the layers of human experience, created by the conditioning, created by one's experience, created by upsets and challenges and heartache, disappointments. All the things that add the layers that covers up one's brilliance. So we are conveying that you have light as expansive as the sun to shine forth on all beings, to shine from within. And ones will say, really, do you know what is around me? Do you know what I grew up in? Do you know? And we want to say we know of the grand light each soul is and becomes and carries, if you will. Difficult to find words that would truly share the brilliance, truly share the brilliance and the miracle each being is, and the miracle of all on the planet. From the beauty of the flower to the beautiful animals and wildlife that is shared. All coming together for grand reason, grand purpose. Compassion and kindness is higher consciousness. The more compassion one can feel towards oneself and to others and to Mother Earth, the higher consciousness expands. Consciousness expands. When one is wanting to meditate, what they are truly desiring to do is to sort of leave, if you will, the thoughts, the conditioning, the experience sort of behind, to expand their mind into peaceful bliss. When you really think about it, ones are wanting to quiet their mind, quiet their being, to bring forth a vibration, if you will, to create a space of expansion. And what is one expanding when one is very deliberate in meditation, very deliberate? They're expanding their inner essence of who they truly are. Meditation is a way that ones can sift through the layers and sort of go within. One must go within to extend one's brilliance outward. So when one has a quiet, peaceful moment, even for one moment, a deep breath of Mother Earth, an inhale that fills one's being with all the glory and beauty, ones are wanting to connect with the oneness. Put whatever name you wish to choose. There are many. There are many. We often use the word divine creations, universe, the grand universe, the wholeness, the oneness. Ones are wanting to expand forth into the oneness. Why? Because intuitively one understands they are part and piece of the brilliant portrait. One's intuitively, when one can truly rest their mind and understanding one is much more than life experience. One is as expansive as the rays of the sun, brilliant as the stars in the sky. Wisdom that is held within this beautiful light. When ones go in search for their own brilliance, to share the deepest sense of kindness and compassion, one will have the experience of knowing the oneness. Complete connection, and there is never a disconnection. It is a matter of one understanding that one is connected, but to provide a space of expansion. Some close themselves off. When was the last time you gazed upon the sky? Whether it was a bright sunny day, a rainy day, cloudy day, a cloudy night, star-filled night. When was the last time you gazed into the miracle of all that is? And now we will ask, when was the last time you gazed upon yourself for the miracle of all that is? So many condemn their own being. So many look at their reflection and do not see the miracle. So many wrapped up in the conditioning of who they should be, to complete others, if you will. Go in search for your brilliance. You hold it. It walks with you every step of the way. It gets covered like the clouds cover the sun. You know the sun is there on a cloudy day. What we are saying, what we are sharing is that your light is there even under all the experience that has buried it. Under the sorrow, under the heartache, under the frustration, under the anger, under the resentment, under all things that brought that forth. Think of yourself as the sun. The sun does not choose who to shine upon. The sun shines upon. Think about it. The moon shines upon. The stars shine upon, even if the clouds are covering the magnificent light. All the light from the universe is shining upon. And then would you agree it is shining upon you, shining upon your neighbor, shining upon the oneness. Ponder. And then we want to continue to say go in search, because it is a search. Ones have to remove the layers. Ones have to understand they are as brilliant. They are a creation of creations, a miracle of all miracles. And when one truly has the understanding that one is a miracle, and not in an ego perspective, in the understanding each soul is here for grand reason, grand purpose, ones will go on search to discover the best of who they are. And when one discovers the best of who they are, they shine their light upon. And they do not choose who they shine their light upon. They just shine upon. when ones have the understanding that they are part and piece of the whole, connecting part of into the universe, if you will, again, the wording. If one can understand that they are part of the rays of the sun and the sun itself, and if they can emulate what the sun creates, what the stars create, what the universe creates, ones would understand that condemnation towards oneself and to others truly serves no purpose. Ones would understand to shine light upon. And there are many that look at others and condemn. And understandably, because the ones that ones are condemning are looking at the other, condemning. It's going back and forth. Conditioning, experiences, belief systems. If every being knew of their brilliance, there would only be compassion towards another, and only be compassion towards oneself, only kindness to another, kindness towards oneself. Cruelty would not even exist. An unkind word would not exist. Truly, one would never cause harm to another if one's understood of one's own brilliance. Do you think the stars condemn one another? Do you think the brilliant star condemns itself? It's absurd. Higher consciousness is truly tapping in, tuning in, understanding that compassion towards others is of higher consciousness. And it is difficult to have higher consciousness. It is difficult to have compassion towards another when they're causing so much pain to others. When there is cruelty to another being, it is difficult to see that one causing all the pain. It is difficult to look at that one with compassion. But if the one that truly is causing the pain and being cruel to another, if they went in search for their highest self, their brilliance of who they are, underneath their layers and underneath their conditioning, underneath their life experience, underneath the surroundings they were brought into, if you will, they would never harm another. They would never harm another. So many topics to share, dialogues that can continue and continue to find the answers. We are encouraging each being to find their own answer, but we are pointing to the direction of going within. Find the answers within. You hold the answers in the wisdom you already came forth with. You hold the answers in the light and the love you hold. You have your own answers. You do not need to seek an opinion of another. Not when you understand the brilliance of your connection to your own answer. We're not saying do not share with another. We are saying when one is in search for the greatest part of who one is, another cannot give the answer. One must go within, and the answers are given in the grand connection. Wish upon a star. Why does one do that? Why does one look up and express words? We want to say a prayer. Because they know the answer will be received if one goes in to hear the gentle whisper of one's heart. And the beat of one's heart is the beat of creation. Like the jigsaw puzzle, piece it together. Piece it together to see the portrait, the miracle, the creation, the expansion. Piece it together in your own being, understanding you are brilliant, understanding you are magnificent, not better than anyone else, not less than anyone else, because each soul in this grand search all hold their own truth and light of grace. Really, really good. Really good. There is great love.